Good morning. I made a video yesterday. I just wanted to follow up on it because something happened that kind of confirmed what I was saying. And then I remembered something else that I had read in a near-death experience. It was a while ago, a couple months ago. Anyway, so, like I was saying, that, I had that little intuition or whatever you want to call it in my meditation. And I just had that, like a little flash, and it was like, are you ready? Are you ready for the vastness? That's kind of like what I heard, or what the communication was. And it kind of put me on my heels, because I was like, we always think, oh yeah, I'm ready. I want to go to the next level. I want to level up. I want to go, higher level, and especially with spiritual stuff. And well, I guess everybody thinks they want more and better, but we're in such a little protected shell right now. I mean, I was thinking, man, am I really ready? I mean, think about it. Your whole worldview is about to just get flipped on its head, and it's intimidating. I mean, it's like it's a little overwhelming, and I guess it's kind of like, I was thinking of like we're in the chrysalis stage. We've got that membrane, we're wrapped up in that membrane, and it's confining, but at the same time it's protective, and we're kind of in this little safe space, and it's that is cracking. They're starting to get, it's the shell is starting to get cracks in it, and it's just a matter of time for that shell breaks away. And when it does, we're not going to be in the same place anymore. It's going to be different. Even though it might be, everyone talks about, different, 5D and all this stuff, but it's still going to be different. And there is a certain amount of, I don't know. Like I said, I never had thought about it before. I always thought, oh yeah, I want enlightenment. I want to have more, expansion and all this stuff. But it kind of put me on my heels. But anyway, so I was listening to this lady, and I don't know if I subscribed to her channel. I'll have to try to dig it up and maybe link it to this, because it was interesting. And she's a channel, and she said something about this council that came through that doesn't usually come through to her, but it came through. And so she made a video, and in the video she was talking about, it's exactly the same thing I was talking about. And it was basically, they were telling her audience that this is just the tip of the iceberg, what we see right now. We're just seeing the very tip of the iceberg, and it's so big that we can't, and actually it's so vast that there's no end to the vastness of it. And it was almost exactly what I was saying, and I was like, wow. And like I say, it just popped up on my YouTube feed thing, and I was kind of like, wow, that's total confirmation, right? Because we're kind of right on this cusp, and people are getting all impatient and all this stuff. But I really think that people just need to settle into where they're at and enjoy where they're at right now, because it's almost like getting ready to go on a voyage. Enjoy where you're at right now, because when things change, there's no going back. You're not going to go back to the old. So enjoy what you have now. Enjoy your limited consciousness. Enjoy it. There's something beautiful about that. And this chrysalis stage. Enjoy the chrysalis stage. The turning inward and embracing these darker parts of yourself. Use that and as something beautiful. Quit running away from it. Quit running away from all that stuff. This is the time. To dig down into your inner stuff. Be with it, love it, give it love, give it attention. Attention is just a form of love. Don't run away from it. And again, and then anyway, so she talked about this iceberg thing, and I'll link it. It's an interesting video. And then I was thinking about this near-death experience that I read about. The lady was explaining how. Well, I think I listened to it on YouTube. She was describing how it's like when you lift up the covers real fast and put them back down. Like you just get this little glimpse, but it's just very fleeting. But that one glimpse tells you that your whole world is going to change, if the cover was to be lifted off. So it's just something to put out there, because I know people get impatient and people get frustrated, but there's something kind of nice about just relaxing into where you're at right now. Quit worrying about it. Quit worrying about it. Focus on your health, or focus on your, focus on something positive. Turn inward. Focus on loving yourself. I used to think that loving yourself was some kind of new agey bull crap, but I had an experience. This last couple months has been kind of weird. I wouldn't say it's been bad, but it's been challenging, and dealing with a lot of emotional stuff, and a lot of old emotional stuff came up. And like I've talked about in my other videos, I was able to deal with it this time a lot better, and like I was saying, embrace it. Embrace those dark parts of myself, and to really kind of give myself more of a loving attitude and accepting attitude to myself. And because we keep looking outside ourselves for that, right? We keep looking outside ourselves and saying, well, if I could just get my spouse to recognize me, if I could just get my spouse to, or my boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever, my boss or whatever, to just appreciate me and recognize me, and that ain't gonna happen. They're too focused on themselves. So you got to give the appreciation to yourself. Give yourself appreciation. Appreciate this vehicle that the divine is operating through. Appreciate this personality that you've acquired over the millennia of your existence, and all your quirks and foibles, and the good things about your personality, the bad things about your personality. And it's like a diamond. All these little edges are getting honed off. It's making it into this just beautiful, so beautiful. And when we when this chrysalis opens and we explode into this higher state of consciousness, this godly Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, fifth dimension, 50 million dimension. I hate that fifth dimension bull crap in this. I just think it's bull crap. It's a carrot on a stick. Quit buying into it. Quit putting attention on it. Put attention on where you're at right now. You're breathing. You're a miracle. Your body is a divine miracle. Just the act of taking a breath. Just the heartbeat. Every heartbeat is a freaking miracle. And just embrace that. Quit looking for something out there that's going to, send you to a higher level. Higher level of what? This is it right here. We're living at the highest level we can right now. We can't live at a higher level than we're at right at this exact moment. And until we embrace that, there is no going forward. There is no moving ahead. There's no ahead to move to. It's all inner work. And God bless you all. And it's a big day. We got a big election today. For whatever happens, it's good. It's just good. It's good to be alive. It's, positive things are going to happen. Positive things are happening. And anyway, have a beautiful day.